So I've already done the primer coat, inside and out. No, pardon me. This is 2 coats of primer inside and a white coat, and 1 coat of primer outside. So both does fairly well for light blocking. A couple changes. I've removed these items. I'm going to replace those bars with some ribbed styrene, but I want this open because I'm going to put a red sheet in there to give that glow. And I still got to do some work here. These may end up coming out because I forgot to mask the inside edges when I primed. So we still got some work to do there. The biggest thing is this is going to be mostly reflected light on the inside, and there's a lot of fiber optics, as you can see in here. So a couple things I've done. These guys are all going to be for the pulse phaser cannon that I got from Glen. I don't have it hooked up right now, but in a previous video there's a rundown on it. The one change I'm going to make, I'm probably, rather than have the 1 bulb per LED, I'm probably going to trim that down to 1 bulb and have all the fibers going to it. You see, I've used the strip, LED strip, and I went to the source and picked up some magnet wire because, quite frankly, I'm tired of dealing with the thicker gauge stuff. And saving a step by not having to strip the wire will certainly speed things up. Now, a couple things. I don't know the correct way to set up fiber optics. So what I've done is I've got a piece of round styrene tube, and I've run the fiber optic lines into them, and I've got a bulb at the other end. So I'm going to use probably the tool dip to lock these guys in. Light block this. So here on this side we got the side lights, and these fiber optics here, including this one, and there'll be 2 more here, and yeah, those will all have their own flasher. This is my own board I made for the 1701 TOS, but I'll make another one. So I will have the flashing lights like the Defiant, and there'll also be 2 little fiber optics coming out here that provide the light. If you remember in the search, when the Defiant backs away from the station, these 2 lights come on. I'm not going to do the Defiant spotlight though. I'm not confident enough in my skills to do that. Now what do we got here? Now I've already removed these, but I've oops. See if we can get that to focus. I've bloomed the ends of all my fiber optics. Now I don't have a lighter, so I used a heat gun. I just pointed right at it. While they were, like, for example, these guys were in their mounts, and then I bloomed the fiber optics. Steve Neal's right, they are crazy intense. I don't know if I can get this to, but yeah, that's what the bloom did. Very, very bright. Oh, and I also had to, this isn't the correct size, so I had to remount the tube to get the LED in there. Sorry, jumping around a little bit. So that's where the Defiant is. What am I doing? Oh, yes. Someone asked me what I had done. Instead of using tape, I'm actually using Mold Builder. It's a 1 part latex. And so this is the back of the, there's the front of the BCR collector. You can see it's already it's on there, so it masks the red area. I'm also doing the same on the back. I'm masking the surface, and then I'm going to light block the whole thing, because otherwise I may not be able to get this flush against the forward plate, and I don't want any light leaks, so I'm going to paint up the whole inside edge, but I don't want the clear surface to get painted. So there we go. Cast and Craft, the Mold Builder. It's dries pretty quickly, and then you just peel it off. So that's where we are at the Defiant. For anyone who hasn't built this kit, be aware, the fit is terrible, where pretty much everything meets. So I've got a lot of filler in these areas, and just some various seams. So I'm going to be working that quite a bit. Of course, I'm not going to do the detail paint until I'm done, but I'm going to do the base coat, put it together, and then I'm going to have to deal with the seams on the top side, which I don't imagine are going to be very fun. But it'll all be worth it in the end, because this girl, whatever, this lady is going to be a pretty, she's going to be a pretty ship when we're done, and she'll have a very nice lighting effect. Unfortunately, I haven't really showed you what I've done, but you can check out Boyd's build over at TrekWorks, because I use that as a guide. And I believe Jerry, HDATX on YouTube and Sci-Fi Model Action, also has a Defiant build as well. So two good builds to follow, and hopefully you can add mine to that list. That'll be the flasher for the navigation lights, and this will be for the pulse phasers. This line will go down to the base as the momentary switch, and moving forward I'll be putting my circuit boards in the base, but I don't know what I'm going to do with the base for this yet, so I'm going to put them inside as would normally be the case, but moving forward I'd like to have access should I ever need it. But let's pick up some magnet wire, and my god is this stuff small. So we're going to start laying down some wires just to get the circuits laid out. The ship is going to be an always on, so the only the only item that will be run on a switch will be, well, there'll be two switches: power to the ship and the momentary switch for the phasers. I may add sound, I may not. I'm not sure if I have that skill yet. So all the fiber optics are in place. Like I said, I'm going to start laying down the wiring. One thing I've yet to do is make a little wall here, because I'm going to have, I noticed that the DLM parts appear pink when there's light behind it, so I'm going to add two little red LEDs per, and hopefully get a couple, hopefully get even light, but we'll see. It's not much changed since last night. I went and picked up some styrene tubes so I can do these guys over on the side. I know according to the tech manual they're not impulse vents, but yes they are. So this guy will fit in right nicely there. We just need to cut that out. So I need to wait. I couldn't finish up the wiring until I got this, because I need to put my red impulse LEDs here. And this is going to be a clear piece, and I picked up some more some ribbed pieces to replace the ones I cut out. So yeah, we're chugging along here, and so we're going to put this in, finish up the wiring, and then do the detailing. Got to do some sanding, probably a lot of sanding up here. I don't know how everyone else has turned out, but yeah, we'll plug away at her. Another few days should be done.